Hello everybody, welcome back to Draconian Wellness. This is Draco. So today I'm obviously in a different setting. I'm on a little family trip, so we're out of town, but they had a nice little business center, so I wanted to hop in here and go over something else that I find really helpful for you guys. Last week we talked about the rule of 5 with watching our calories and sugars and carbs and things like that. And today we're going to be talking about something else that you can incorporate when you feel comfortable. I think you've probably heard a lot about intermittent fasting, and so there's just it's not for everybody, and everybody needs to be very careful with it. I was even debating doing a video today about just all the trash, the lies, the misinformation that's going on with the health industry and dieting and food. There's all these big social media influencers, and they're just like I saw one like, hey, how to increase your testosterone, and this guy's eating raw cheese, raw milk, like 10 hard-boiled eggs, tons of bacon in the morning, and that's not for everybody, especially if you have cholesterol issues or you have other things going on, and that's a ton of calories for breakfast. And you can't just be telling people, hey guys, if you want to up your testosterone, eat all this super high cholesterol food when you're already overweight or having cholesterol issues, or there's other people at different stages of their life. Maybe that's great for this guy who looks like he's obviously on steroids, and he's obviously working out a lot, and he can go through that amount of calories and probably burn through that amount of cholesterol and other stuff. But you can't just be going around telling people that. So back to the topic point today, intermittent fasting. So we're going to go over a bunch of things. I don't have a lot of experience with it. My brother's a personal trainer. He's certified in a bunch of things. He has tons of experience. I have tons of friends and family. I've gone through it. I've done a bunch of intermittent fasting and different things. And it's not for everybody, and there's a lot of things you need to watch out for, but it can be super helpful and super powerful to allow your body to do these things. So you've probably heard about some benefits. So let's talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting. So I used to do intermittent fasting windows, right? So intermittent fasting is something you can do, and there's a lot of health benefits for it, and it allows your body to have the time to burn through its energy, and you can get some good weight loss from it, improved heart health. It allows you to kind of deplete glycogen out of certain areas of your body, right? So you can lower your cholesterol, lower your blood pressure, lower your sugar levels, reduce inflammation. You can have better brain health, cellular repair. It can also help with treatment for other conditions with Alzheimer's and stuff. And so kind of when you're always putting food into your body and you're never allowing it time to actually repair, and you're going to hear all kinds of different things, but this is proven. I've done it, and intermittent fasting can be great. And also, eating every 2 or 3 hours can be great for metabolism boosting or trying to stay focused, keep your body focused for that purpose, right? So these are tools that you can use in different areas of your life. You can't just go out there and tell everybody to just intermittent fast. So what you need to know is there's a lot of benefits. Weight loss, improved heart health, blood sugar levels, reduced inflammation, better brain health, cellular repair, all kinds of things. If you're healthy and you don't have diabetes, sugar levels you need to watch out for, if you're not having massive cholesterol issues or other health issues with anemia, or you're breastfeeding or anything like that, then intermittent fasting can really help. So we've talked about some health benefits. But there also can be some side effects. So those are the pros, but here's the cons. You're going to have increased hunger. You're going to have heightened irritability. You can have mood swings. You can have increased thoughts about food. You can have fatigue. You can get like sweats and tunnel vision and all kinds of things. Fears of feeling out of control around food, and you start, gorging. You can have yo-yo dieting effects, overeating during the eating windows, difficulty concentrating. So there's these different things. There's also short-term windows you can do, right? So like 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. would be a good 16-hour fasting type window. Or you could do it's too late. And you could do like a 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's your eating window. And so this takes a couple of weeks to get used to. It takes, like 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know if you've heard the term like 21 days to make a new habit, but that's really what it is. It takes time for your body to kind of get used to this eating window. And so how you kind of approach it is you just kind of move your meals to say, I'm going to wait till 12 to 8 to do it. And I got a tip for you too. When you're first starting out, what really helped me, especially if you're already heavy set or you're doing this or that, you're looking to lose weight without a ton of exercise, the intermittent fasting can really help. Only, of course, like I said, if you're not breastfeeding or having diabetic type sugar level issues and things like that, if you're healthy enough to kind of try it at this point, it can be really helpful. So one of my tips is watermelon was a good trick. So you can't just eat a cheeseburger after you're waiting for that window and start gorging. You need to really not throw your body into shock. And so a piece of fruit or something that's easily digestible, a natural whole food plant source of food is really, really helpful. So you want to grab a little bit of some apple, some grapes, some watermelon. Watermelon's really easy. And then ease yourself into the bigger meals during that 12 to 8 eating window, or that, so we're looking at like an 8-hour eating window, right? And so the 8-hour eating window is really helpful. But start off like with a 12. Start off with like a 12-hour eating window, or a 12-hour fast is what they call it. Sorry. So you have like a little bit larger time frame. And so I'll put some examples on the screen, and I'll show you some examples of eating windows you can do. I'll also post some links down below to some really helpful things you can look at for intermittent fasting and getting started. But I would start out with like a 12-hour eating window, or a 12-hour fast, apologies, a 12-hour fast, and easing into it, and then doing the watermelon and things like that before you start going into the bigger meals, right? And really allowing your body time to adjust, and give it 2 to 4 weeks. Give it 2 to 4 weeks for your body to get used to this kind of thing. So let's go over some different things, information on intermittent fasting as well. Some popular approaches you can do. There's also different methods. You don't have to do just that method. There's alternate day fasting, so you can eat normally one day and then you can fast the next day and then go back to eating normal the other day. And that's a good way too to kind of ease into it. And they call this alternate day fasting. There's the time restricted fasting, is which I talked about. So you can set that fasting window and really try to stick to it. But if you want to try the alternate day fasting and then go into a time restricted fasting, I have a lot of experience with that, and I can only have great things to say about that. I personally recommend alternate day fasting and then going into a time restricted fasting every day, where you might fast for that 12 to 16 hours during the day. And you really see results at the 16-hour window. Some people do 18 or 21. That's for like when you're really into it. But I mean, a 16-hour window is great and you get all the benefits out of it. So I want to warn, some people who should not try intermittent fasting are children and teenagers. Okay, you don't need to do it. If you're overweight as a teenager, your metabolism's great, you're able to exercise, you're healthy enough, you really don't have to intermittent fasting. But again, if you're eating way too much, just try to cut back on those calories. But you don't need to have this restrictive, crazy eating window or develop any type of food eating disorders or anything like that. People with food eating disorders don't really need to try this. It's just, I don't recommend it. Pregnant or breastfeeding people, people with diabetes, people with eating disorders, like I said, people with certain medical conditions, health conditions, whether it's kidney stones, gastroesophageal reflux, any type of GI issues or other things like that, diabetes, cholesterol, heart issues, or if you're working night shifts, operating heavy machinery, you don't want to start doing this while you're trying to operate heavy machinery and then start getting brain fog and crash your forklift or anything like that. Take safety into precaution, take all the medical advice into precaution. The type 1 diabetes or people with insulin, things like that, need to be really careful. But this tool has its place. You can't just get on social media and start telling everybody to just go intermittent fast and they're going to lose weight. You're going to hurt people. I don't think a lot of these influencers realize that they have these 1.2 million followers, 500,000 followers, and they're telling them to just go eat these unhealthy meals, which may be healthy for others or unhealthy for some other people, or go do this intermittent fasting, and they can damage themselves, get in a car accident or crash a forklift or drop their sugars, end up in a diabetic coma or worse. So you have to really know where to use intermittent fasting or where not to use intermittent fasting. So I hope this video really helped you out. I hope it clarifies some things on who should try it, who shouldn't try it, the benefits of it, the risks of it, and some side effects of it, and and understanding the tool a bit more, rather than just watching some shorter reel on social media from some guy who doesn't give a crap about you, who's just looking for the clicks. Here's how to boost your testosterone. Here's how to lose weight. And the guy's on gear and they're doing weight loss, or the girl's doing weight loss drugs, and they're just telling you this false crap. This is tried and true. I've done this from the bottom of my heart. These are things you need to look out for, and when and where you can try to use it, because I actually give a crap and I care about people, and I want people to use these things that can be really helpful for you, but not use them if they're going to harm you. And so there's so many other methods and ways on my channel that I'm going to share on how to lose weight without exercise, how to do it with exercise, and how to overall improve your mental health. And we're going to be covering all kinds of things, from sobriety to other things. If you want a free guide on my top 5 ways to lose weight without exercise, please go to my website, draconianwellness.com. There's a free guide you can get. Just enter your email address. And I also offer services and coaching on wellness and life and other really helpful honest to God, truthful things that help people instead of just throwing out pointless information for people that don't know how to use it. Appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Remember, you're strong enough, you're good enough, and you're not a failure until you quit. And every failure is not failure. It's a learning opportunity, and it's just one step closer to success. And I really wish you the happiness and wellness in your life. You're on a journey right now, especially if you're watching this video. You've already started, and we're gonna make sure we get you to a better spot in your life. I'm Draco. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.